That's cold. So if a goal for you in 2024 is to make YouTube more of a priority and start creating more YouTube videos, but you're stuck with how to get your YouTube studio set up, where you need to place your camera, how to get good lighting, I'm going to show you exactly how to create a look like this for your YouTube videos using just 3 very inexpensive lights. So when it comes to creating high quality YouTube videos, one of the pieces that most people overlook is actually the lighting. They spend all this time looking for new gear and new cameras and lenses and all the fancy stuff, when really you can get a professional looking video using just 3 simple lights. So let's quickly break down exactly how to get a look just like this. So we're gonna start, number 1, turn all of the lights in the room off. So all the lights that are in this room are currently off, and I'm only using lights strategically placed to make this video look better. So we're gonna first start by turning off the accent lights that we have. So you'll see the blue light that was on my face and the light that was behind me are now off, and all I'm using is this main key light. But let's go ahead and turn that off too and see what our starting point is at. So here's how it actually looks when none of these 3 lights are turned on. I'm just in this room when it's pitch black. Now the first thing we're gonna do is turn on our key light. So that's our main light right here, and this is placed almost at a 45-degree angle. Most people say 45 degrees. I feel like that creates a little too much shadow on your face, so it's more just off maybe 15-20 degrees from center. I'm currently using the Godox SL60W light with the Aperture Mini Light Dome softbox on it, and I also have the honeycomb on it. Now this is not the best light that you could possibly use for this scenario, but I like using the Light Dome Mini just because it takes up less space in my office. It's easier to move around. And then I have the honeycomb on it because that helps take away a lot of the light disbursement that would happen with just the softbox on. If I just had the softbox on here, it would really cast a lot more light around the room and a lot more shadows. And when you put the honeycomb on, it just diffuses it a little bit more and kind of focuses that light more just directly on you and not on the objects around you. And the reason why you want to use a light like this, basically with a softbox on it, is because it's going to cast a very soft light on your face, not cause any shadows or any harsh blemishes on your face. One of the most common lights that people use, that I see people using, is a ring light. And that is probably one of the worst lights that you could possibly use for 2 reasons. Number 1, typically they're very cheaply made and the quality of light is going to be really bad. It's either going to be really blue or really orange and just make your video look really not that great. And the second reason is it's literally a circular light, and a lot of the times you can see that circular ring in the person's eyes in the videos, and it just does not look very professional. So I always recommend either investing in a studio light like this with a softbox, or even a soft LED panel. A couple great companies that make those are Godox and Elgato. These are a great secondary option, although it's not that much cheaper than just getting a professional studio light. So as you can tell, this looks pretty good. It looks pretty, simple and clean, but it's missing a little bit, which is going to be your accent lighting. So your accent lighting is going to be any other lights that you might have in your space. One thing that I really like to do and highly recommend is at least having 1 light behind you. This can be even just like a lamp or anything you have sitting around the house to be basically a practical light in your background. I use these Govee LED floor lamps. They're great because they're bicolor and RGB. So basically what that means is they can go from really a warm color temperature to a really cool color temperature. And they can also change colors like green or blue or orange or whatever color that you choose. So let's go ahead and turn those on and see what those look like. So obviously you can tell a massive difference now with this simple accent light behind me, and then also this blue one off to the side that's hitting the side of my face. This background light just really helps kind of separate me from the background, kind of show off the different accents and things that I have back there. And then this blue one next to me just kind of helps add a little bit of color to the side of my face. You could do orange, you could do just a regular white light, but anything that kind of hit the side of your face and just help separate you from the background a little bit as well is going to help make your videos look that much more professional. Now that's what a 3 light video setup would look like. And as you can see, it made a huge difference starting from just a dark room to really creating a very professional looking video setup. But let's say you don't want to spend a few $100 on any lights and you just want to use what you have Maybe you're starting out with your iPhone and you just want to use light that you can just get access to without spending any extra money. So instead of spending 20, 30, or 40 bucks on a cheap little ring light or a light that actually would probably make your videos look worse, let me show you real quick how you can light your videos to look more professional without using any lights at all and actually just using windows in your room. All right, so if you don't want to spend any extra money on gear, you don't want to spend any money on lighting or anything at all, and you just want to use what you already have or just use natural light, one of the best ways you can do this is just sit in front of a big window, just like I'm doing right now, to record your videos. So this is actually perfect that I'm filming today because we have a ton of snow on the ground here in Oregon. So all the light outside is just being amplified by that white snow. So it's perfectly ideal light to film a video like this. Now, the one thing you want to make sure is if you're sitting in front of a big window like this, that the sun isn't directly peeking through. If the sun is directly peeking through, you want to use something like a nice thin shade or a white shade to help diffuse that light. But if that sunlight is harshly coming through these windows, it's going to look really harsh on your face. It's not going to look great, and it's going to cast a ton of shadows as well. So the best case scenario is if it's very overcast or just has a nice cloud layer to diffuse that sun for you. Just open up your windows, get in front of those, and use that as natural lighting, and your videos are gonna look way better. So hopefully this video showed you a simple, easy, and fairly cheap way to light your videos to look a little more professional on YouTube. If you got value from it, hit that like button down below and subscribe for more content just like this, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.